Jyoti Group is a leading plastics designing and processing firm since 1959. We have with us today on the show the second generation management team, Dr. Raju Desai, Sanju, and Ashish Desai. The third generation, Nidhi, Anya, and Anushi, have already entered the arena. Pioneers in manufacturing and supplying of engineered injection molded products, composite products, and specialized niche applications. Having engineering plastic compounding, O&M and ODM capabilities, and entering into the B2C market through manufacturing world-class houseware products. Raju sir, Sanju, Ashish, I'm so pleased to see you all today, and a very warm welcome to my show, Insights with Nidhi Verma.
Hi Nidhi.
Hi Nidhi.
Hi Nidhi. Congratulations for bringing so much of insightful and informative discussion from successful and visionary business colleagues and personalities. And thank you very much for such a lively introduction and giving this opportunity. Thank you, Nidhi.
Honor is all mine, sirs. Excited to begin right away. I've heard of Patriarch Shri Daulat Bhai so fondly. I can actually see his picture behind you, RD, with his blessings and his love showering on us. FRP has been your core competence since Daulat Bhai started in 1959. Porto cabins, cooling towers, offices, toilet blocks, traffic booths, tanks, wooden corridors, etc. A very specialized segment. When and how the diversification to injection molding happened?
Yeah, so Nidhi, we started with a fabrication of chemical process equipment and then got into air pollution control equipment, which means that exhaust systems, scrubbers and things like that. But at that point of time, it was a good business, but it was not providing any scale. And more or less, it was having a lot of labor. It was a labor incentive products. So we decided to move out of it and then go for more automated process. And besides that, it also gives the opportunity to scale up. So that's why we have moved to injection.
Right then. RD Jyoti Group prides itself for being an injection molder with a difference, specializing in custom injection molded solutions. How do you identify a gap for introducing a new application or a new product and bring it into the market?
A customer come to us with the requirement in terms of raw material design or processing capabilities, and we respond to that. If we have those capability and expertise, we respond to it. So I think we don't go into the market with our own thing, but we respond to the customer's requirement. That's how it works.
Okay, so quick response time is the USP of Jyoti Plastics. RD, you have diversified into sewage treatment pumps under JV with a Japanese company. With the increased focus on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, has this vertical risen tangentially?
Yes, because I think we are the few of us are only offering this technology in India. It is the technology required for growing India, may it be urban or rural. And there is a legislation government is likely to pass for treating your sewage before discharging into the sewage line of any municipality. So this is doing very well, and we are expanding this thing in 3 other regions of India also. Time to come.
Brilliant. RD, I remembered your solution to Election Commission with casing of EVMs. I understand that you're working on the swab testing probe for Corona. Has it got into commercial production?
Yeah, so as you know that in an electronic voting machine, we are associated with this development since 1984, when this whole project was conceived by Government of India. But it was going slow because of the different perception of the different political party. But now it is good to see that country has adopted this, and it is for commercially it is being used. I think we are happy about it.
Love the quick turnaround time that you brought into this very much required product. Ashish, I'll come to you. I remember if you, one of the Plastivision shows that we had done, you mentioned the kitchenware line info that you were about to bring in. I have not upgraded my kitchenware, waiting for your line. When is it going to hit the market?
Yeah, so Nidhi, thanks for giving this opportunity. And we are going to send you our whole kitchen. So not just the container set, but the whole kitchen. And we have just launched in the market. We launched in the US and Europe in the last couple of years. So we have just launched and right in the middle of COVID, but we are getting outstanding response, and we are going to use a digital platform to promote this brand. It goes by the name Unica, and it is we are going head on against the leading brands in this industry, may it be Tupperware or Lock and Lock and Joseph. So this is our venture into B2C because we see a great growth potential long term. It offers the scale, and India deserves the best. So for basic quality, world-class quality is our basic focus, and hopefully you will experience it when you get the set.
I'm definitely waiting for it. And of course, anything that's going to come out of Jyoti Plastics company is going to be unique. And you already launched it right now through this show. RD, you have a unit with user-friendly, high-precision, fast-moving engineering plastic parts as a replacement of metal in water pumps filtration units. What are the USPs of plastics over metal?
As far as the plastic pump parts are concerned, it has disrupted the whole manufacturing industry. When I think in 96 onwards, when we have started into this product, it's made out of engineering plastics, and conventionally it was made out of metal. Plastic has got a many advantage over metal. One of the important criteria is that plastic can be finished on a one single operation, where metal requires a casting, machining, sandblasting, blah, 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 many operations. Second advantage of plastic is that you can combine many parts into one product, and which we have done successfully in many cases for our overseas customer, where 2 or 3 parts assembly, we have converted into one single assembly. That is the one thing. And second is that the colors, the feel, the surface finish, these are various advantages, especially in engineering plastics, which can use for benefit of various end applications.
My wonder plastic material. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. RD, you have an established state-of-the-art tool room also. Do you only use it for creative and captive requirements for your own, or for commercial molds also?
I think, Nidhi, because of this recent development in the world, because of the various things going on, including COVID and other things, the tool room has become a strategic requirement for any injection molding company. And more so in our case, because we have 2 product lines. One is a custom molding, another is the Unica. So it is very, very important for us to invest in a tool room and make a world-class tool room, so we can deliver solution more efficiently to our customer. And we are investing heavily. We are making a professional tool room, and our in-house requirements are also such that I don't know whether we'll be able to operate it commercially for others, but for us, for sure, we intend to make about 400 to 500 tools every year.
Excellent. So that's kind of a way of backward integration. Sanju, we are coming to you. Are you able to source specialized or engineering plastics locally from your own compounding facility?
Specialized materials still are not developed in India, so we have to depend on imports. And as far as local material is concerned, when you are saying about our compounding versus local material availability, we have a process in place where we evaluate this material in QCDS, and whichever is best beneficiary to our customer, we choose that. And most of the time, I think so, our compounding unit scores more marks. So I think so, that is the way we go ahead for procuring the material.
Brilliant. Are you importing a little bit of China also? And what are your plans for that? Are you going to replace it or continue?
As far as raw materials is concerned, we are not depending on China, but we used to import on molds. But as Raju has mentioned earlier, we have stopped importing molds pre-COVID we have taken this decision around a year back, and we have decided to make all the tools locally.
Atmanirbharta at its best. Ashish, Jyoti is recognized export house and you export to the US. So what is the one incident that shifted your focus to exports heavily?
Well, Nidhi, actually this shift started many years back when we consciously decided to become a global player. And the current COVID scenario and also the US-China tariff war has brought a lot of interest, rebound business to us, and has expedited the whole process of focusing more to the US market. So it's not one incident, but we have been working on it for many years, and the current environment has made it more productive. So I don't think it's a single incident, and that's never sustainable, right? I think at the core, you have to be competitive and to be able to deliver value in the global market. And we have been evolving our business model over time to do that. So sometimes you are in the right time, at the right time, in the right place, right? So something like that.
Wonderful. So I think the seeds that have been sown by all of you earlier and by your first generation are giving beautiful fruits now. Sanju, you are the numbers man in the company and come to know about that, and you handle the capex very well, I understand. What share of your top line is domestic versus exports?
So Nidhi, last year we could achieve our 15% of our total revenue came from exports. But this year, as per our order booking goes, I think so we are expecting to cross more than 30%.
You're doubling there. Excellent. RD, I understand that you are de facto owner of Vapi. What are your expansion plans taking into account the Indian and export demand? Are you planning to open more manufacturing facilities in other parts of the country or maybe overseas?
Yeah, it's a myth that I'm a de facto owner of Vapi. But yes, we belong to Vapi. Vapi is my hometown and I'm very proud of it. And we are one of the respected family in this area for sure. But there are much bigger and powerful families here than us. But as far as the manufacturing units are concerned, you are right. We are going to expand no more in this area. We are looking for expanding in other part of India. And we are also going overseas for sure in a very near future to have our distribution and manufacturing facility.
Thank you for sharing, and we'll be looking forward when the blueprint comes into implementation. RD, please do not give safe answers to this question. Be honest, as usual. What is your view on the proposed duty on finished products, machinery, and resin? It has been under a lot of debate recently.
So if I give you honest answer, they will hang me.
No one is hanging you, sir. Everyone is speaking the truth and nothing but the truth on Insights with Nidhi.
Okay, so my personal opinion, there should be no differences between processors, machine manufacturers or raw material manufacturer. It should be a united composite effort for the whole industry growth and positioning. Industry has to work as a one composite unit. It cannot be three segments and there should be three separate policy. Otherwise, industry will not grow. The togetherness is a very, very important. And we have to advocate any strategy in the interest of country rather than any individual segment. But this is my personal opinion. So when we went to government, I think year or so back, that time we had discussed this issue and we advocated that there should be a first duty to be levied on a plastic finished product. Second, it can be levied on a plastic machinery. And third, it can be levied on a plastic raw material. So stage by stage, it should be implemented. It cannot be overnight switch that from tomorrow you have this anti-dumping and it's not going to work. It is not going to work in the interest of India. So I think that's my opinion again.
Totally taken, sir. RD, the anti-China sentiment is at its peak. How India is geared up with the call for ban on all Chinese imports?
Yeah, so if you are talking about current scenario, you are right. People in the world, they are having anti-China. And India has got an advantage because we have very large home market. And because of the restriction from importing from China, we are going to get benefited. Many of the countries are preferring to buy from the alternate source. So India has got two advantage. One is the home market and the export. But we need to see how we are geared up and how we can capitalize on this. Everything will depend upon the readiness of Indian industry.
Well taken. What are the main policy changes that you're advocating for our Indian processors to grow multifold?
I think policy can really help in growth that we will have to see. But I think there are two factors which we should address. One is that cost of money, which is available to Indian manufacturer, is a little higher than people in the world. And second is the shipping infrastructure, which is more related with the plastic industry because the volume is very high. So we have to open up the alternate ways of transportation. It can be railway, it should be more efficient than what they are now. And another is the waterways. If these two things are going to be useful, this is going to immensely help Indian plastic industry within country. And of course, export, more and more ports are getting
well brought out. Ashish, what are the technological advancements in the plastic processing industry, and where is India lagging, since you are the technocrat of the team?
That's a lofty designation, but you know, technology, the way we look at it has changed. Now we look at differentiation. How are we different? Because we have thousands of processors in India and across the world, and we are competing with them. So we look at technology and we also look at methodology. So technology is something, you know, which is accessible to most people with resources like machines, software, and we are headed to Industry 4, automation, robotics. Now we are talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. But we feel that if India and us has to become globally competitive, the methodology is equally, if not more important. And that is about adoption of best practices in systems, ERPs, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma quality, etc. I think that is where we are lagging as an industry in adoption of these best practices. If we can do this, I think it will put us on the global map.
Thank you for that, SWOT. Sanju, being a family managed entity, there is a fine line between the owners as well as the professionals. How do you maintain that balance in Jyoti Plastics?
It is very simple. We have very clear merit-based policy in our org. Everyone has their own deliverables with their KPIs and KRAs, and which we measure on time to time, and we reward as per their performance. But our guideline, our major guiding principles are based on family values.
That is correct.
And one simple mantra, Nidhi, is motivate, empower, and share is our org mantra.
I have had the opportunity to work with RD with the work that we have done for Plastivision, and I know that he follows that completely. He gives you the guidance and then he backs off and sees that you do it correctly. I totally agree with you. Yeah. RD, coming on that, what is the one principle and value that you have imbibed from Shri Daulat Bhaiji and you are passing on to the next generation, that is the Anay, Anushi, Nidhi, the basic foundation that we'll call the Neve of the Desai clan?
Yeah, so we always believe in quality, reliability, and consistency. That is throughout our organization and throughout our families.
Okay. Coming to you, Sanju, I think I met your daughter and she is an international level athlete representing India in disc throw. What is her dream?
See, Nidhi, again, you know, from early age, we have given freedom to our next gen to decide on their own. And since beginning, she wanted to pursue her sports along with her education. And she has chosen to go to US for further studies. And she has pursued her sports career as well. And she was at her age for base 3, top 3 in India, representing India. But as soon as her graduation got over, she had decided to join the family business. And as mentioned earlier, she has joined a business recently.
Wonderful. So the roots are here. She's come back to the roots. RD, we know what's the secret behind your smile. Dr. Neena Desai, who's a renowned dentist. How come I've never received the mango box from your wadi? I understand that you have a lot of mangoes growing there in all shapes. And how come I've never received even one box as of now?
Because this is your first interview with me. If you had done it earlier, you would have got it.
Okay, I know what is going to be the bait there. RD, you have been instrumental in taking the Plastivision shows to a different height where they've reached now. When do you think the physical exhibitions are going to come back?
I think the first clarity is that Plastivision is a joint effort. It's a teamwork, and that's how it is such a successful show. And I think this COVID or this scenario is a matter of time. The exhibition will be back soon with a big bang, but there will be certain new technology which will be deployed to look after the safety of people. With that caution, I think exhibition will be back. There is no substitute to exhibition, practical solution to or substitution to exhibition as of now.
Manoj Bhai from Kanpur Plastics, he just mentioned day before yesterday in his session that he doesn't believe in digital exhibitions at all. He says that we are waiting for the physical to come back. Gentlemen, I have this little small session which is a rapid fire, which please answer impromptu whatever comes to your mind. Don't be afraid of RD at all. We are all in different frames right now. So who's the most avid traveler? Okay, that's RD. Who reads the most?
Ashish.
Ashish. Okay, that's the technical guy there. Who is the most health conscious?
Ashish and Sanju both.
Yes, I think the daughter keeps him company there. RD, I saw you eating a little bit also before that. We were feeling jealous that what are you munching on? Who speaks on the phone the most?
Sanju.
RD. RD.
Okay, so it's Sanju and RD. Ashish, you're safe there. Who holidays the most?
No one.
Okay, so work is holiday. You are like me only. Oh, we are only working only.
We are on
Who
holiday
cooks the
since
best?
last 4 months.
True, very true. This sessions is also holiday for me. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Who cooks the best?
Ashish.
Ashish, we are coming to Andheri.
I don't know. But
That's why Unica, right? That's why Unica.
that is a unique.
That's why unique, absolutely. We are coming to Andheri very soon. Who's a thinker? Who's a thinker?
Ashish and Raju both.
RD and Ashish there, okay? Who comes up with maximum ideas? Wild ideas. Who's the idea box of Jyoti Plastics?
All of us.
All of us, okay?
And this
Different sphere has a different ideas.
Okay. Who sorts the HR issues at the best?
RD.
RD?
Yeah.
I can trust that. I can trust that. The numbers man, I think that's Sanju, you are the numbers man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also help me also a bit there. Who is a true marketer and a salesperson? जो
All of
कुछ
us.
भी लाके बेच देगा.
All of us. All of us.
Trust the gang. Trust the gang. Who's most aggressive in his ideas?
me.
RD. Okay, there you go. Who is the most loving towards the 5 dogs that you have at your Vapi farmhouse?
RD.
Anay.
Is that?
RD and I. Okay, I got you there. Whose anger is epic? मतलब उसके बाद सब शांत हो जाए.
Sanju.
Really? Oh my God, looks are so deceptive. Really? You can never imagine looking at him. He's always smiling. Maximum hearts broken in college days. I've heard a lot of stories of Bulabai and also the Bandra school.
Yeah.
Is it RD?
No. Nobody will say on this forum, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't hear you.
I think we will not discuss this point. After this, I think we should discuss this.
I've got already my list. I'm going to bribe you guys after this one. Okay. Who's the best arbitrator? Any situation comes where RD. Excellent.
RD.
Excellent. Whose word is final when there is a debate?
RD.
I think there is no word final, because we all three of us are taking a conscious decision in interest of business together. We never have to impose our decision on each other.
I totally respect that. See, the association training has come handy now.
We respect RD's decision, Ashish and me, we respect. It is a collective decision, but if anything is, he is the chairperson. He takes a final decision.
How beautiful. And you know, I think it's earned more than anything else. It's so beautiful, RD. I'm really happy to hear this. My siblings, please listen to all of this. Okay. Now, my final question. From this pandemic, all of us have thought a lot and done a lot of introspection. What is the one learning that you have had from this pandemic? RD sir, we'll come to you first.
Yeah, I think number one important thing is that we must appreciate whatever blessings we have got and whatever we are enjoying, rather than what we are not having, worried about what we are not having, you know. So I am always thinking that how blessed we are today, be healthy and safe, and so is our family, and so is our colleagues and people who are related and attached to us. I think that is the greatest thing. I think we must appreciate what we are rather than sorrow on what we are not.
Absolutely. Truly said. Ashish, what's your take?
So I think this has been a great leveler and a humbling experience, and it has, by compulsion or choice, forced us to look at our priorities, both personally and professionally. And I think that was long pending for many people anyways. So it has surfaced clearly what we should do when we are out of this. And on the personal side, on the lighter side, there are two pandemics. One is COVID, and another is a webinar pandemic. So, and your sessions with all the industry leaders have been very bright and great learning and insights, as the name rightly suggests. So, thank you again for inviting.
Ashish, I'm so happy to hear that. Sanju, what is your learning?
My take on this is, Nidhi, nothing is impossible. It is only one mindset away. I mean, if you think it, and we can make it. So my take is nothing is impossible.
Super. I think combinedly, you've kind of circumvented the whole thing. Thank you so very much for your time today, for taking us through Raju Plastics' journey. Your growth is an inspiration for our industry colleagues. We will be eagerly awaiting for the new applications, the new products that your organization will be rolling out in the near future, and I will be talking to you soon. With that, thank you, and we'll see you soon.
Nidhi, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.